Hello and welcome to the Equipment FX assessment process. This is a brief overview of what we do, how we assess, align, and activate a plan that's right for you, and how we manage the plan for you or turn it over to you. What we do, we listen, and listen some more. We record the first meeting and send a summary of the next steps. We agree on an assessment process that best meets your needs and a timeline that best meets your needs. We then initiate our proprietary online assessment process. Our assessment process. We assess your people, processes, and how prepared you are today and in the future. We understand and assess your online, offline efforts and your competitive position. We understand and analyze your message to market and how you deliver the message to the market. We then compile the results, report the findings, make recommendations that make sense based on your company and your needs. Our alignment process. From step one, we align your goals with the findings. We create your voice, message, and position. We identify and train your resources. We then develop a formal plan that is visible and creates momentum that best suits your needs. Our activation process. We agree, based on slides 1 and 2, short, medium, and long-term goals. We then create the projects and activities to get things done. We then monitor the results and the key performance indicators that we establish together. We then assess, adjust, and keep the dialogue open. Some assessment basics. Website, search engine optimization. What is your web strategy and why? What's your competitive position and what's your competitor's strategy? Are you on Google's first page in the first 2 positions? If you're not, you're missing out on some serious opportunity to make money and position your company for years to come. Upcoming trends, mobile device and social media. What's your plan? These 2 activities can drive some serious traffic and results into your company. CRM and basics. Do you have a CRM program that's being used like it should? Is it integrated with your website with key activities reported on in real time? Are the lead processes ironclad with processes mapped out at every point? Do you have a vision of exactly where you're going with this? Your vendor analysis. What's your material and copy looking like? Is it leaving a good first impression? Is it properly structured with calls to action and offers to improve your response rate? Have you checked your vendor's performance lately? Are they doing what they said they'll do? We're going to walk into a brief overview now of our assessment, alignment, and activation process in real time based on the tools that we use. So with that, we'll jump into the online overview. Welcome to the first step in our assessment process. After we've spoken and have determined that we might be a fit for each other and have agreed in general terms to move forward, this is our online assessment process that very quickly gives us an understanding of how well set up you are and what you can see as an opportunity to improve. It's 100 questions long, takes between 10 and 20 minutes. It starts off with vital business signs of general marketing, general questions, and flows very briefly into the business health check marketing section, your team. How well educated is your team on your products, services, and solutions they provide? And the next section on down is strategy. With that, we'll jump into the next section of our A3 process. The second step in the assessment process is gathering the information, scoring it, ranking it, covering some very detailed business processes so we have productive dialogue and can begin to map out a plan that best suits your needs in a timeline that makes sense, and we begin to understand the resource allocation, money to invest, your people to train them on these particular projects. This is a very detailed program proprietary to us. After you view this first section, again 100 questions long, we'll jump now into the reporting section and the full alignment of your goals and what we're trying to do to help you with them. The next step in our assessment process for a site visit and the detailed full-scale assessment consists of a gap analysis. This would happen over a 2 to 3 day period when we visit you, interview your people, understand your processes, and formally understand the gaps that exist between what you're currently doing and what you want to do. And it starts like this. This is a gap summary. When it's aligned, when it's right, and gets into the detailed operating departments of your companies. Aftermarket, service, rentals, parts in this case. So that's a proprietary look at our gap tool. With that, we'll jump into the formal actual alignment process, which is the formal report. The next step is the alignment process, taken from the assessment process, a couple of days of input, some dialogue back and forth on the phone, and then to generate a formal report that's broken down by the following sections: a gap summary, by product and department, a priority listing, and some next steps. We won't get into all the detail here, but this is a brief summary. The gap summary, which is a summary of the actual Excel spreadsheet we just reviewed, key components of a marketing system. An executive overview section. Followed by a SWOT analysis. And by product group, long-term goals, short-term goals, marketing objectives, ad themes, and fulfillment requirement processes. So with that, we'll jump into the last step, which is our project management tool, the activation section. The last section is our activation program. It's taking steps 1, the assessment process, steps 2, the alignment process, understanding exactly what you want to get done, and then creating a flow of work that makes sure that things get done, not overnight, not in 1 month, not in 3 months, but as time permits and resources permit, a program that actually keeps things on track. It works like this. We have an overview section which tracks things, daily activities, messages, files, messages that are kept to keep the projects on task. The to-do list, which is where we spend the most amount of time creating the to-do lists, making sure that people that are assigned to do certain things actually do get things done. For this particular project, the to-do list consists of CRM, the Quick Win program, customer service strategy and training, on down the list here by product group, aftermarket development in the case of this customer. Anything that we deemed important during our initial site visit and overall assessment is here. And the actual lists themselves are here. That's a brief overview of our online project management tool, the activation part. We take your input. Everything is subject to change. More importantly, it allows us to keep an open communication in terms of what's getting done, what's past due, and what needs focus. So with that, we thank you so much for your time and our brief overview of our A3 program. We appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. Please feel free to contact us by emailing us at steve@equipmentfx.com or visit our website at equipmentfx.com and complete our contact form to receive a series of educational newsletters and free information, or sign up for our blog at blog.equipmentfx.com and you'll receive the most relevant material on marketing perspective and, more importantly, return on investment the industry has to offer. Thanks so much for your time.